My name is Raj Patel. I wear a few hats at WithSecure, everything from technical advisory to business development. I'll keep today on the lighter side, and my hope is you leave here today more informed than when you arrived. So without further delay, let's get into the details. When discussing cybersecurity data breaches, the number one thing we can all agree on is that time is critical. Time to detect and time to respond are two of the most important metrics dictating whether a breach is successful. Our own research shows that 20% of organizations were breached one or more times in the last 12 months. Security is more challenging. Remote work, bring your own device, and cloud services means that organizations have less control of the assets that interact with their business. Organizations require 24/7 expertise to detect and respond to risky and malicious activity. Global economic conditions are forcing a couple of things. Number one, end customers are outsourcing more non-core functions like security operations to affordable service providers, folks like you. And number two, managed security service providers, or MSSPs, are looking for new ways to profitably deliver effective security operations. At WithSecure, the 20 years of responding to cybersecurity incidents tells us that the cost of resolving an incident is 70 to 90% lower if the attack can be contained within the first 72 hours. The winners will be those organizations that are able to efficiently detect and respond to cybersecurity incidents. Hiring skilled SOC analysts is a challenge, with attrition rates hampering capability development. For every 5 SOC analysts hired in 2021, 3 resigned or were released in 1 year. The bottom line is that it's hard to find good qualified people and keep them. In April 2022, Forrester Consulting surveyed 315 respondents responsible for security operations across the globe to evaluate how today's SOCs are working. Less than half of the security operations decision makers were satisfied with their current ability to detect threats, and also less than half of the organizations noted that they could address most, if not all, of their cybersecurity alerts on a daily basis. Cybersecurity professionals are scarce and out of reach of many organizations that need to monitor and respond to threats within their IT networks. The stakes are high. An incident dealt with correctly can be resolved in hours rather than days or months. Multi-million-dollar losses from lost consumer trust and legal impact can be avoided. Boards that are seen to have successfully steered through a crisis will find their careers enhanced. Cybercrime is becoming widespread and destructive, with worldwide costs predicted to exceed $10.5 trillion annually by 2025. Successful detection and response requires good threat intelligence and a threat hunting mindset. How can organizations be assured that they are responding correctly to the alerts that present the most risk to their business? Well, introducing WithSecure's Co-Monitoring Service. And I thought it'd make sense to take a step back and start with what your customers would need before even activating the WithSecure Co-Monitoring Service. The following must be completed. Customers must have Elements EDR. Co-monitoring is a service wrapper on top of Elements Detect and Response. An active co-monitoring subscription must be applied to the partner or customer's account internally by WithSecure. Escalation contact details at the customer side or from you, the partner, must be provided to WithSecure. And finally, an incident response capability for the account must be confirmed. So let's dig into the details of WithSecure Co-Monitoring Service. We're available 24/7 or out of hours. When threats are detected within a network, the sooner defenders can detect and respond, the less likely it is that your customer's business will be disrupted. Cyber criminals operate in every time zone, so defenders need to defend continuously their business-critical IT. WithSecure's Detect and Response team, the DRT, is composed of research-led, battle-fit threat hunters who investigate and respond to incidents every day. Combat is their drug, and they love research. They also protect our MDR clients. The WithSecure Co-Monitoring Service is provided by this same DRT and ensures severe risk alerts receive 24/7 expert investigation and advice for containment and remediation. This service is a cost-efficient alternative for Elements EDR customers to acquiring capabilities in-house. We respond to incidents in minutes and resolve most of them within hours. We're also very experienced. We've been guiding customers for well over 30 years. In 2015, WithSecure commercialized its MDR service, the world's first threat research-driven detection and response service. Our offensive threat hunters spend up to 50% of their time formulating new methods of attack and proactively hunting for evidence of their use across our client base. Each year, they conduct over 1,200 investigations in client environments. On average, 3 per day, every day. Our incident response teams are mobilized to respond to the most severe threats and incidents at least once a week. Detection techniques proven by our DRT are built into our Elements Detect and Response platform, which underpins our software and services. We're also informed by threat intelligence. WithSecure products are deployed across millions of endpoints in tens of thousands of businesses. We know the whole collection chain in depth. We know what sensors are collecting the data, and we know how that sensor works because we built it. We are not simply a SIM in the cloud that collects disparate event logs from third-party vendors and tries to correlate them to make sense. All of this means that when it comes to making critical decisions, we can trust what our data is telling us. Moreover, WithSecure employs over 50 threat researchers and 250 consultants and threat hunters to identify new and evolving tactics, techniques, and procedures, and develop protections based on their potential impact. This research team is known as the WithSecure Intelligence, aka Wintel, and sits at the heart of a mature threat intelligence capability. All of this is leveraged by our WithSecure Co-Monitoring Service. The outcome of this is improved resilience, minimized disruption and unplanned expense, and most importantly, customer trust. Here's a workflow to show you how this service works. Once the prerequisites are met and the service is online, our detect and response team will start to monitor alerts within the EDR platform. All severe alerts will be ingested, validated, and investigated by our DRT experts within minutes. If our DRT believes it's a true positive, they will immediately contact the persons notated in the upfront agreement. The DRT analyst will provide an action plan on the remediation consisting of response actions and potential IR engagement. In short, the service provides a cost-efficient alternative to acquiring these capabilities in-house, helping organizations overcome the challenges of cybersecurity. It supports Elements Endpoint Detect and Response customers by, number one, maintaining constant watch over severe risk detections in customers' IT environments. Number two, validating and investigating those detections. Number three, ensuring that true positive incidents are escalated in a timely fashion. And number four, providing advice to the customer rep for containment and remediation. And just a little bit about our WithSecure incident response service. We are experienced. We respond to over 100 security incidents each year. We're research-led, continually evolving with our customers and developing new tools and techniques specifically to deal with attacks in the cloud. We're also NCSC approved. We are one of only 9 NCSC certified incident response providers. We're trusted by regulated global enterprises. We serve the Dow Jones, the NASDAQ, the FTSE 100 constituents, and the government agencies and departments worldwide. Why does an IR retainer improve resilience? because establishing a working relationship in advance means that our responders can get to work more quickly and efficiently, and because internal teams will already have a plan for how to coordinate with third-party responders, such as us, to work toward containment and eradication of the threat. And do you need the WithSecure agent to run our IR? No, we are technology agnostic and can use the technology the client has. But the option to use our agent gives us a more powerful tool in the fight against adversaries. So to give a more consolidated view of who would benefit from our co-monitoring service, on the partner side, it's those partners who seek to provide greater security assurance to its managed EDR clients by offering a 24/7 service. It's those partners who are committed to WithSecure and the Elements Endpoint Detect and Response. And for those partners who feel that creating and developing a 24/7 SOC team is not economically viable. And lastly, for those partners who want to enhance the threat intelligence experience to respond confidently to difficult incidents. On the customer side, those customers that would benefit from co-monitoring are those who feel the regulatory and commercial pressure to improve detect and response capabilities, those customers who are committed to an in-house solution, those customers who feel that creating and developing a 24/7 SOC team is not economically viable, and those customers who want to enhance the threat intelligence and experience to respond confidently to difficult incidents. As partners, current partners have access to the partner portal, which contains lots of information on co-monitoring service. And I encourage you to search through it if you have any questions in the days and weeks ahead. Please feel free to reach out for any guidance. Thank you for watching. This is Raj Patel.